Today is a Sunday, September 10, 2023. Escalating Afghanistan meth trade amidst Taliban's anti-heroin crackdown, reveals UN report. A new joint countries report has featured a critical expansion in methamphetamine dealing with and around Afghanistan, even as the Taliban has gone to lengths to diminish heroin creation and dealing since expecting power. Ghada Waly, the leader head of the assembled country's Office of Medications and Wrongdoing, UNODC, communicated worry over the rising meth exchange, accentuating prompt consideration. Following their re-visitation of force in August 2021, the Taliban declared a prohibition on opiate creation in Afghanistan, the world's essential opium maker. Taliban specialists have professed to effectively focus on Afghan poppy ranchers and obliterating opium crops. While these endeavors have prompted a decrease in heroin dealing, the UNODC's report demonstrates that methamphetamine dealing has strengthened since the boycott was set up. The report uncovers a stunning 12% expansion in meth seizures in and around Afghanistan throughout recent years, spreading over from 2016 to 2021. Also, adjoining nations, for example, Iran and Pakistan, revealed expanded seizures between 2019 and 2022. Strikingly, methamphetamine, starting in Afghanistan, has been found in nations as far off as France and Australia. The UNODC has noticed that most of the meth delivered in Afghanistan is produced utilizing forerunner fixings normally tracked down in some cold and influenza prescriptions. Even though Afghanistan is home to the ephedra plant, which can be utilized to make methamphetamine, the UNODC has stressed that the amounts expected for creation and the lack of quality of harvest yields make Afghanistan's meth creation less subject to the plant. The UNODC states that normal cold prescriptions and modern-grade synthetic compounds have demonstrated more proficiency and savvy for methamphetamine creation, representing a more prominent danger in the locale. Pakistan reports conflict with psychological militants in North Waziristan, respects fallen trooper. On September 9, 2023, a firefight happened between Pakistani security powers and psychological militants in Mir Ali, North Waziristan region. Pakistani soldiers drew in the psychological militants. Spear Naik Jamshed Khan, matured 28, an occupant of locale Upper Dir, showed surprising boldness at the end of the day, forfeiting his life in the line of obligation. Endeavors are in progress to disinfect the region and remove any excess psychological oppressors. Pakistani security powers stay unfaltering in their obligation to annihilate psychological oppression, and the penances of courageous warriors like Spear Naik Jamshed Khan reinforce this purpose. Taliban invasion into Chitral prompts boundary conclusion and discretionary reaction. The Pakistani Taliban, TTP, has guaranteed that many of its contenders have penetrated the Chitral locale in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which offers borders with Afghanistan's Kunar, Nuristan, and Badakhshan territories. The TTP has started activities in Chitral, catching different towns. Because of weighty terminating trades between the two sides, the Torksam line terminal between Afghanistan and Pakistan has been briefly shut to traffic. Pakistani specialists are on the scene, going to lengths to deraise what is happening. Jalil Abbas Jilani, the overseer government pastor for international concerns, has expressed that Pakistan has passed a démarche on to the Afghan charge d'affaires regarding the Chitral assault. Jilani focused on the Afghan government's liability to keep assaults against Pakistan from its domain. He certified continuous commitment with the Afghan government to resolve these issues and called for measures to forestall future occurrences. Guardian priest for Inside Sar Faraz Bugti has underlined the assumption that the Afghan government will respect the Doha Understanding, guaranteeing its dirt isn't utilized against different countries. Accordingly, the Afghan In-Between Time Government's Service of International Concerns has reprimanded Pakistan's choice to close the Torksam line crossing. They blamed Pakistan's security powers for starting the terminating occurrence while Afghan boundary watches were fixing a line post. The assertion denounces this move, declaring that it upsets the exchange between the two nations and requires a conciliatory goal of policy-centered issues to defend exchange relations. Afghan Taliban criticizes conclusion of Torksam line crossing. The Afghan Taliban has communicated disappointment with the conclusion of the Torksam line crossing with Pakistan following conflicts between security powers. They view the conclusion as unfavorable to organizations and a two-sided exchange. The Torksam line, a pivotal travel point between Pakistan and landlocked Afghanistan, has been briefly closed down, causing disturbances for the two voyagers and brokers. The occurrence started when Pakistani security powers purportedly terminated Afghan Taliban powers and participated in fixing an old security station close to the line. The Afghan Taliban's Service of International Concerns has censured Pakistan for starting the terminating episode and encouraged safeguarding great friendly relations. This boundary conclusion comes amid long-standing arguments about the 2,600 km line shared by Pakistan and Afghanistan. It has likewise raised worries about exchange and monetary misfortunes for the two countries and the effect on territorial trade. As of late, Pakistan has embraced measures to battle carrying and tax avoidance as a feature of its endeavors to support the economy. Thanks for watching and subscribing to the channel.